So he beat Sephiroth?
I might just download the scene you get for beating him and just edit that in.
Oh. You have to go. You also have to go collect the cloud scene.
You don't. Wait, there was a scene for beating Sephiroth?
Yeah.
Well, there's a scene where he like gets defeated and he goes away.
I thought there was just a scene where he teleported away.
Yeah, but then there's a scene in this game where he finds.
I mean, when I said the defeating Sephiroth scene, I mean the full.
Wait, you mean the scene where when you leave after you beat him, you have a scene where Cloud and Sephiroth fight?
Yeah.
You're actually going to fight the final boss in this file?
Might as well.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, once you get to the end of the game, well, I mean, at the level I'm at, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go wreck him. I am literally going to go wreck him.
It doesn't matter, anyway, but it feels kind of cheap a little.
I mean, I can go back to their file.
Yeah, I don't really care at this point. I guess if you want to do it in this one.
You've already chosen this file, we might as well wreck house.
All the cutscenes and things do play, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, the only reason I say it doesn't matter is because literally it doesn't matter. If I load up the other file, come here and fight him, it would just be a slower version of the same fight.
Let's wreck house.
Because like,
so I'm just gonna wreck the boss.
Because again, it was at least was getting all the synthesis things. I was able to beat the final boss fairly easily.
He's upset.
Can you taste the salt, guys?
Saltier than an ocean here.
It's like.
Wait, I didn't want to spend this long trying to fight one boss.
Yep. To just pick up Sean, salt your fries. All the cutscenes. So I might have an awkward download for the defeating Sephiroth cutscenes.
I know I've brought this up before.
I just want to steal someone else's video footage.
And we're already stealing the content for Square Enix.
This world has been connected.
I know I've brought this up before, but it's still weird to think about that the composer for this series went on to do the Mario and Luigi series. The weirder part is you can hear the similarities in some of the songs. That's the reason I bring it up.
A meaningless effort. One who knows
And
nothing
isn't it an
can
interesting thing? Doesn't she actually own all of the music? Neither like Nintendo or Square owns the music. Isn't that a thing? Because apparently that's the reason only 2 songs from Final Fantasy VII got into Smash Brothers is because the guy that composed the music for that game, he technically owns the music.
And some speed kind of sums up this LP.
What? Oh yeah, that.
What Anthem was going on about kind of sums up the LP.
You don't play Kingdom Hearts for the plot.
To the heart-seeking freedom.
I'm making a joke!
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, I know you are.
And so this
And
boy
he literally has a
sought out
belt
to escape
connected
from
to
his
2
prison.
other belts.
He sought a way to cross over into other
Penny has
worlds,
returned to us!
and he opened his heart to darkness.
Darkness.
Darkness. I don't even
No!
I don't even feel like doing it.
Don't bother. Your voice can no longer reach him where he is. His heart belongs again
That emblem
to
isn't
darkness.
on him, it's like
All worlds
an
begin
inch above him, it's like
Wait, what?
Also
the emblem looks like it's
The heart
buckling
is
his
no
shirt,
different.
it's not
Wait.
actually
Darkness
attached.
sprouts within it. It grows,
Oh my god,
consumes
you're right.
it. Such is its need.
It's not on his chest, it's an inch above it.
In the end, every
Did they-
heart returns to the darkness
Is that
whence
an
it
accident?
came.
Is that a
You see.
mistake?
Darkness is the heart's
Holy crap, he's right.
See? It's an inch above it.
The heart may be weak, and sometimes
Is that
I
a
even give in.
mistake, or is it supposed to look
I've
like
learned
that?
that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
Because he has the artificial Heartless emblem, and that comes into play later, but it's
You have
like...
come
You
this
see?
far,
Yeah.
and still you
It's not on his
understand
chest.
nothing.
Oh my god, I'm now afraid that it's actually been a necklace this entire time, and that we have all been wrong.
There's no chain! It's just like a...
I feel as if we're overthinking Kingdom Hearts.
It's Nomura, he would do that.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Nomura literally made a box just to basically make a box.
Nomorax!
Just so he has everybody thinking about a box. Of which he has already stated in Kingdom Hearts 3, said Master of Masters isn't even going to be in the game.
But the box will.
Does that Phantom thing that's behind him, does it have an official name? And
In
also,
fact, there's fan theories about it.
and also, like I said, I have brought this up before, but like just a few minutes ago, the final boss music in this game sounds just like parts of the final boss music of Bowser's Inside Story. I swear she straight ripped a part of this song and used it in the final boss music for Bowser's Inside Story.
Beat the ever-living shit out of him.
Man, damn, this is going quick. It's a
Look at all this better magic he's using. It doesn't even require magic.
He could have a magic bar, we just can't see it.
No, he was talking about
Yeah, I know.
Shine.
Combos. I'm talking about combos
Yeah.
that act as better magic than actual magic.
Because reasons, because of course there's multiple phases, but yeah.
If it was just that one fight, that would have been lame.
Whoa, he is significantly over leveled.
Still!
But it
Final RPG boss.
Oh no, that fight would. No, Carter's right. That fight would have been lame for. If that was all it was, that would have been lame. That boss is like far too easy. If anything, the refight with Ansem that we're about to have in about 10 seconds is harder than actual. Honestly,
But first,
Darkseid's probably
surprise,
harder than first
motherfuckers!
Ansem.
why
The fact that Darkseid is a big target.
why is one of these here?
Because. The better question is, why is there like 20 of them forever upwards?
Yeah, these
Because they're...
We're not there yet, Brian. That's spoilers.
I always, the reason for that, this isn't a full reason, but I always imagine these things are kind of like the Minos Grande complete. They're incredibly large, but they're actually really weak. And doesn't Minos Grande translate it to tiny huge? Isn't it like tiny big? Yeah, that's an equivalent I've always called a dark side is it's really huge, but it's super weak.
And this has been Darkseid.
Except 358 over 2 days has that weird subset of Heartless and what was this like?
This fight is significantly harder than the last time we fought this boss. And I don't even mean because it's just me, just better attacks. Case in point.
You mean the Dark Follower?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was that thing's name? The concept I really would like for them to like do something with again is the like having heartless subspecies, because it's a really interesting idea. Plus, it created some really cool designs.
He's got the bad touch powers.
Well, it explains why in Final Mix the Heartless look different.
That actually supposed to be a thing.
I think that's 3,500 back ass replay of time.
But that would mean that that's a retroactive canon thing.
Kingdom Hearts is retroactive canon!
Yeah, it's
I think it's just an explanation because people ask why are these
it's retroactive canon.
3,500 which is trying to mediate inconsistency.
And here we have Kirby just has balls of beef colored because reasons. Even though a really strange thing, apparently all of the Krakow fights are the same.
So... I had a... more of a weird, nuanced Kirby point, but... there's that, Kirby Super Star there's a chameleon boss and it becomes invisible, and there's a special power, Pink Kirby. If you get Pink Kirby, fight the chameleon, and use Pink Kirby, the chameleon can't become invisible.
Is that the only use for Pink Kirby?
Ryan, is it sad that I have this boss memorized and also read some kind of story? Well, I mean, I just dodged those 2 submits out of habit. Like, you typically knew that was what he was going to follow
Oh,
up with.
you're up to the worst trial captain in the game.
The fire guy?
Yes.
Wait, you mean that extremely easy trial?
I hated that trial.
Oh, I had an alright time.
What?
Behold the endless abyss. Within it lies the heart of all worlds. Kingdom Hearts. Look as hard as you are able. You'll not find even the smallest glimmer of light. From those dark depths are all hearts born. Even yours. Darkness conquers all worlds!
Whoa!
Giving up already? Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
Don't be an idiot. Use Z moves. Don't listen to anything on the internet that says Z
Why'd you-
moves make the game too easy.
Oh, I kind of want to do a Z-less move.
Why'd you skip that scene?
I forgot.
Stupid force of habit.
I'm sorry. You're trying to make your editing harder. That's why.
What even happened in that scene?
Welcome to darkness.
So, basically what you likely saw the way I probably edited this is just YouTube downloads of the missing cutscenes, and I will just edit past Sean skipping.
Am I the only one who just kind of inks the damage in this fight?
Everyone does.
I think I did.
I mean, that's what I'm assuming. Marlene says that everyone just kind of inks the damage.
Yes!
Even though in crowd power, I think like 1.5 times that. I might not slow down. Because I can outplay from the dark.
What did you pick for this file? Huh?
What?
There, first, it actually is floating over his... First, it really was floating over his chest, there, and second, with what Brian's doing, was that a trial? All I will say is there were... Wow, it was actually a really good war dream. What I was going to say was that at trial, there were 2 times the answer is what you think it would be.
I think what you mean is there's only 2 times where there's an actual. There's only 1 time where there's actual choice.
That's against the they were putting it.
And the first one.
Because that's what I was thinking the situation was. And, I was thinking that, and then I was like, maybe that's stupid.
Oh no, Brian, the next 2 are literally gimmies.
Sean.
Why am I fighting you?
Yes, that's good thing again.
No, no, you were talking and looking at him.
Yeah, because I'm
You
not
were
concerned.
taking damage.
Yeah, because I'm not concerned about this boss.
Wow. It is just being
Yeah.
fodderized.
He is fodder.
Little
Dang.
bit.
Literally, the hardest part about this boss is already dead. The hardest phase of this boss is fighting the first section of this boss alone, but he has more attacks.
My editing. Oh, Jesus. So, if we have a slightly different looking few cutscenes, it's because Sean skipped some stuff.
Find the final mix cutscenes.
I mean, if someone did a different capture and I borrow it,
Some parody, you see. Parody.
well, we're playing the game. It's not like I'm stealing someone's.
Upload of all the cutscenes.
I'm not convinced that's what you're doing.
But
I'm not convinced that's what you're doing. Am I even playing this game? Brian, I need you to reassure me that I am playing this game. Brian!
Play this game.
Thank you.
goes back to double check the LPC.
Time to fight the electro penis monster.
Goes back to double check the LP. Sees different footage with the webcam.
This section of the boss is so the best part way to fight this section of the boss, because I've been talking about the boss, is you just kind of float sideways while you
Is this, like, ship even alive? What is this? Is this thing considered worthless?
It's a penis
Well,
ship.
it's part of his body. Also, using hero gun will let you take all damage, but I'm not such once you get to level 100, you don't use the hero gun.
It's a penis ship. We beat the penis. The big penis. Just said the word penis a lot.
His head looks like a penis.
And now we enter the penis. Normally the penis is the one doing the entering, but
If you get that one wrong, it'll be disappointing.
There it is.
the meme. Hi, good day, but everybody.
Yeah, you understand what I mean now? I was like, wait, surely it can't be the hiker. It's a choice, and I clicked it. It was like correct.
I am so used to like internet editing things when I was playing
I just
Moon
blew up
in
the
my
penis.
when I was playing Moon in my own copy. I thought that was a video editing joke for a minute.
Look at where that thing is in relative on the.
But it's also, this thing is shaped like a generic, you know, ship, so that would technically be the, like, I don't know.
It's a penis.
I don't know ship terminology. What's the front of the ship called?
You beat me to it.
Is it the stern, the back? Isn't it? Like I said, I don't know ship terminology.
It's the shaft.
It was the bow. If I remember to, I will put on screen some really small text.
Is this over
Now
yet?
for this boss to get debatably easier. Now it's
See, like,
now it's
that's blatantly
Yeah, I
floating.
said.
Now it's starting to fight the first section of this boss again, but with more attacks, just
that-
like you fought Ansem the first time.
But he's also now missing the.
But he's still,
hardness in-
but he's so vulnerable that it doesn't matter.
But he's also shirtless.
I know I'm so
Keep your panties on.
Where? Did they just remove the jacket, like, overcoat thing, or are the pants he's wearing actually different? I've never been able to tell.
Also, the weapon he's using looks like the weapon he used as the Ansem Riku, and it's the similar design to Riku's future Keyblade.
Oh, I never noticed.
So that's cool.
Welcome to darkness.
Need to edit in
Yes.
lost cutscenes.
Just don't skip the ending. You can't. I hope that picked up on recording. Because it's exploding, the vibration in the controller is going insane.
There you go, guys. That Kingdom Hearts, the easiest final Kingdom Hearts boss. Because basically you just take damage.
One of the most abysmal Kingdom Hearts LPs on YouTube. Yeah.
The ending here was actually quite
Hey,
horrible.
at least we didn't like sit here and be like, I love this game, I hate this game, I love this game.
I love you. I hate you. I love you. I hate you. On the X-Play board.
Kingdom
What
Hearts.
you would expect it to be.
Fill
It
me
is what you would
with the
exactly
power
expect
of
it to be.
darkness.
It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah, both of them work, I believe.
No. This is the same. This is the same. This is the same.
Yeah.
This is the same.
Yes, they all
I
work!
know now, without a doubt,
That's kind of the
Kingdom
point
Hearts
there.
is light.
It's light. Oh shit.
I'm
Except-
gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and automatically just go ahead and say they should never do trials again. Like, I'm not saying get rid of total
Damn.
Pokemon. I'm just saying trials. No.
Well, you're playing Sun and Moon. It's weird to bring this up at the end of the Kingdom Hearts, but it's like, this doesn't... None of this shit matters. It all became retconned anyway.
Yeah, because Minako was there the whole time.
Yep. She's there the whole time, man.
I'm just basically I was going to comment the reason I hate the total Pokemon, most of them are horribly cheated and grossly over leveled. Like that thing should not be a Salazzle at that point in the game. It's physically impossible. The moves and level that it is are physically impossible.
I can't.
Don't give up.
Man, a one-shot.
Wasn't this later, it was actually revealed that this was the
Okay.
the door to darkness, which why is there light on the other end of the door to darkness?
Plot contrivance convenience.
It's like, because if light's on the other end of it, it's like that's the door to darkness. I was like, that's the door to light.
It's almost like Kingdom Hearts. It's poorly written.
Yes, it is. That's why you don't play these games for the story.
The one who killed those dark sides wasn't Mickey.
Oh wow. Avoided both moves. Oh, dead proto Pokemon.
Why did it try to...
Thumbnail.
It... Why did
No
it...
Z move. He had a type disadvantage.
Why did it try to poison you? It always goes for flame bursts.
Sora, you can trust King Mickey.
Now, they're coming.
Donald? Goofy? Thank you.
Also, there's a reason he's not wearing a jacket. I don't know if you needed or wanted to know that Mickey was wearing a jacket
you
before
over
that
there.
scene.
Not just going
when we
Damn.
finally get to the 2.8 collection, you'll find out that Mickey was wearing a jacket before that cutscene.
Damn.
And there's
Because the organization had not only, you know, basically like child-sized
no, it
clothes.
wasn't the cloak. He was wearing a jacket. He was
Oh
wearing,
yeah, the one design.
He was wearing kind of. He was wearing a shirt. You got it all. You can stop it. You're not stopping it.
What?
He said it. Remember, he said he was not going to evolve in the Alp.
Oh.
But Mickey was wearing a jacket before that cutscene. You know those questions you didn't want answers to?
Yes, he's very irritated that he's poisoned. The void.
It is.
I'm gonna miss you,
tangentially
Captain
problematic.
Petty. This is very similar, guys.
The sentimental as awkward Jinky 2001 PS2 cinematics could allow.
Excuse you, sir. Sora's model is from the 3DS,
But look at how letterboxed this is.
but Sora's model is from the 3DS, as is Ansem's.
I believe
Did you
the
know that, Brian? I think we talked about it earlier.
present the standard
they lost a
definition
lot of assets in
core
Office
because
Fire.
PS3.
And
Remember?
basically, because of that, they didn't have Sora's Kingdom Hearts 1 model. They only had the 3D model laying around.
These things look fucking awesome though.
I will give them this, and I think I had said that the opening, these CG cutscenes have not aged poorly, and that's kind of scary to me.
Remember what you said before?
This could pass for a very, very early PS3
I
game.
promise.
I don't believe
No, maybe 360.
I know you will.
Oh, okay. That's because the 360's crap.
Okay, we need to talk over this. We do not need these videos being taken down. People ramble.
I'm just cutting the audio.
Logo
Falling clean is the music that you're not gonna hear tonight. Because they wouldn't let me go. Yeah, no.
They wouldn't let it go. Okay,
I
it's done now.
the biggest, this is the
Sweet.
best jam ever.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
Arceus,
counting
it's
it.
finally over.
That means we can play Reach into Memories.
No!
Sweet Celestia, it's over.
Okay, Kingdom Hearts. Final thoughts. For both the first, I've only played the first and second game, so this is my thoughts of the games and the series in general. Gameplay is good, just ignore the story. Don't even bother with it.
We're talking about, man, the story is the best part.
No, the story is
Ah.
bad.
Because, like, how
The
else am I...
story is the best.
I am supposed to assume, and I do, because Nomura obviously did, that he planned everything, including boxes and X's.
I don't think he planned everything.
I don't think
Kingdom Hearts.
I don't
But
think
how
he
can-
box. I think he literally thought that Kingdom Hearts was going to be a 1 and 2 edition, and that it was going to end.
Kingdom Hearts, as stated by him in an interview, was written as a one-off
This game was written as a one-off.
in case,
It failed.
and they left points vague and open. But people wanted more, so they kept adding to it. But in adding to it, retroactively, you had to keep connecting weird retroactive canon to get around.
I believe the box was always in Nomura's mind.
Hey, I just want to say, okay, so I was about to make a comment about that. What would be in the box that would cause everyone to think they still need to fight?
Maybe Kingdom Hearts is in the box.
I don't think this was in the box.
Kingdom Hearts was the
Because whatever's in the box has to be so important
Well, I mean,
that the
and-
antagonist that we just beat.
And if you were going to say Kingdom Hearts is the moon, as we have established, Nomura can retcon anything that he wants
Yeah.
to fit his...
It's not the moon. Kingdom
Why
Hearts.
was it the moon?
No,
it was that.
it just took the shape of a moon. But no, that was not the Kingdom Hearts. That was an artificially made Kingdom Hearts. That was the heart of all men.
So...
And the one that we saw in this game is an artificially created Kingdom Hearts that is the heart of all worlds. The true Kingdom Hearts is the idea of both. And basically nobody really... There are lots of theorizing on what Kingdom Hearts really is. You basically assume that it's some sort of, like, heaven-type place. Because it contains apparently the heart of everything. And the idea is that if you go, and this is like way spoilery, but the idea is that the Master of Masters has probably come in contact with it at some point, and that is how he invented Keyblades and such.
Anyway, like I was saying, as I
But
said...
the popular theory is that because on the box there is an X and the word, what appears to be the word super. Although, this leads to two popular theories on what's in the box. A, it is the Keyblade, which makes only so much sense to me. Or it's some kind of advanced form of the Keyblade.
It's clearly the Super Keyblade.
Right. Yes, and it makes sense in context because he's a goofball. However, there is, and this is also where another theory goes. Because of the names of all of the foretellers, including Lushu, all of them have names that align with the 7 deadly sins, but from their Latin names, and the one for Pride, which is unused by all of them, including Lushu, who is considered to be the one that follows lust, is Pride, and Pride, it sounds something like the word super. I can't remember what the exact word is, but it sounds like the word super. There's an X on it, which is very important in Kingdom Hearts. Just the fact that it's in Lushu's name. Therefore, leading most people to the conclusion that it is probably in some way, shape, or form his body so that he can travel to the future.
Anyway, so I was going to say, I feel Kingdom Hearts, because of how bad the story is, I've seen it kind of gets a lot of unfair, shit for the story, because, as I said, it is bad,
honestly,
but I've seen some people that it kind of bothers me. I think they do this to piss people off, but they kind of judge the games purely on the story and don't really look at the gameplay. And if you focus on that part of the game, it's good. It's of course nowhere near something Platinum makes, but as an action RPG, it's good and it works.
But anyway, it makes a logical amount of sense if that's in the box, because even though they said you couldn't time
Look
travel,
at all these after story moments that will be retconned.
They said at one point that you couldn't travel to the future. However, I don't think anybody thought of somehow placing your own body in a box that can apparently freeze you. Although possibly they just threw it in Dark World, because apparently time flows so fast there that 10 years
Wait,
feels
does Pinocchio
a couple days.
appear in any later Kingdom Hearts games?
Yes.
Oh, yes!
How does he get retconned back to being a puppet? Or
That's the problem with these!
Guess what Carl just said.
All
these post-game cutscenes that are retcon later.
So we do just act like
They
none
do
of
this-
these ever
Yep.
happened.
Oh, they do this in Kingdom Hearts 2 also.
Mhm.
I mean, if I'm supposed to believe these are canon, that means the beast turned back to human, screwed up again, got turned back into a beast for Kingdom Hearts 2, and then got uncursed again at the end.
And that means
Which means that in Kingdom Hearts 3, he screwed up again.
And that means Ariel was tricked 4 times.
Or the Master of Masters is going to show up and tell you that all of these worlds are in an infinite loop of where they just reset themselves after you correct them.
I mean, that makes a fair amount of sense, because some of these worlds are in Kingdom Hearts Key.
But it doesn't, because a bunch of worlds clearly show progression in time.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes logical sense if they have an end. And they just loop back to
The
the
most
beginning.
common theory related to that box is that it's a body.
I mean, it makes that makes the most amount of sense, because why would you want to see the future if you didn't want to go there? Obviously, I mean, I'm just thinking the way that entire story sets up to me makes me think
Because
because obviously he wanted to see the future to get events
Think about
going.
it.
Because why would he want
Think
them-
about it though. He can see the future
because
he sees his return. If he's going to return, he
because-
sees it happen.
And
right.
also,
and so he knows what events he needs to set to do it.
And also, I legitimately
So
did
if he
have...
knows exactly when and where he needs to be, obviously he needs a way to get there.
Also,
and he obviously can't just live that long. So the best choice would obviously be to just time travel there, which can only be possible if he has a body there.
Also,
Because they say it's impossible to travel the future, but they also don't have somebody whose body is like that.
That weird movie thing that was in the 2.8, because I was legitimately not paying full attention to that. This is an actual question. The guy that had the thing in the box was the guy that put his eye in the one Keyblade, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, if a man is insane enough to put one of his own eyes in a physical object like that, I would believe him to be insane enough.
The popular opinion on that one is that that's not his real eye because it looks artificial.
Accepting that to be the magical situation of the fact is the accepting the fact that when does he stop seeing the future?
When I'm assuming when he gets back to it.
When the eye
But
closes, of course.
that's the thing though, is that you would assume that,
this is a story, and none of these stories have ended in a tragedy. So we are going to assume that if this is our new antagonist, our protagonist shall win. So, at what point does he see his demise?
Or what if okay, Brian, here, how about this one? What if in Kingdom Hearts 3, that Keyblade is destroyed?
If that Keyblade is destroyed, then that would mean that he would have saw it up to this point.
But what if he already knows when his return needs to be, is after that point? Because what if everything he needs...
What if he's not returned?
But why would he set up all these things?
For what happens before he stops seeing the future?
Well, I mean, that's the
Because
question.
we have to make the assumption that there's a point where he stops seeing the future.
Here I thought the kingdom...
the logic there is that somehow his Keyblade ceases to be at some point. And maybe it's not even that it's destroyed. Maybe he actively has to give it up at some point.
And here I thought
to claim what he wishes to get. And at that point, once he gets it, as far as he's concerned, he doesn't need to see past that.
And here I thought the Kingdom Hearts credits were going to be everyone going over their opinions of the series, but no, it was just you two arguing about what's in the box.
I don't think we're arguing with the box, we're theorizing what was in the box.
I know what I said.
I mean, that's just the situation there, is that, yeah, I mean, where do we go from here? We're traveling, we're walking, we run magically into Class of Oblivion, we get put on ice, and then we have to go through the next game where we start off having a, 2-3 hour long introduction.
Yeah, look, it's the one...
we don't care about.
Yeah, look, it's the one thing that became canon.
Because he doesn't matter, because in reality, he's not who he would be important if he wanted to matter.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks like the person that would give him importance. That's just my thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
it's
just like in order to figure the answer to the box, obviously leads up to the point where he stops seeing the future.
Well, I mean, obviously, but I mean, you either have the A, something happens to that Keyblade, but after he achieves what he wants, so then or at least after his return.
Why are they using the champion music from Olympus Coliseum?
In which case, that it would make sense that it wouldn't bother him that he can't see it because he knows he's achieved his goal. At least up to that point.
Well, he knows when the Keyblade gets broken.
Well, he knows when the Keyblade gets broken, but I assume he wouldn't just be okay with. He wouldn't travel if he didn't know he got out of the box.
But the thing about it is that if I don't think he's in the box because he knows what happens up to this point. In my opinion, I think that he knows everything that has happened from that point to 2.
Yeah,
I think that he knew Xemnas was going to be a thing. I think he knew Xehanort was going to basically turn into a Heartless, and I think that he knew that Sora was going to be the Keyblade.
It's implied that he, by looking into the future, set up the Kingdom Hearts timelines in some way, so that everything that's happening.
I mean, unless you're gonna sit there and tell me that he is a good guy and his goal is something ultimately good, but it requires a lot of people to get hurt in the process. It wouldn't make much sense. I would not
be surprised.
But that would make even less sense. That just is like a really backwards way of doing it.
It's like he says, he sees the future. He does it. He knows he can't stop what's going to happen. And so what does he do? He tells them, hey, this is going to happen.
Again, why do these cutscenes actually look so good?
I mean, that would just make the entire point of this character irrelevant because they basically set up to make him look like he set everyone up for it. Not that he literally knew he couldn't stop
and
everything.
Also,
but he handed them a book that literally said that he was setting them up for it.
Also, we don't have time to fully go over this, but Nomura literally created the scene just because it looked cool. This had potential to go nowhere in the story. He literally just made it cool.
My problem with that, Brian, is the fact that he knew he faded.
Yeah. No, because he saw it.
But why did he fade?
Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure that could get explained.
Right.
But that's the thing about it, though, is that we have to make the assumption that he knew that Xehanort was going to do what Xehanort did.
But that...
and that he possibly might have known that Sora and everybody else would basically get into a conflict with them, and it would end where he put the box.
Well, yeah. Well, obviously, eventually ends with him ends with the box.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the idea that he doesn't eventually end up where the box is what what I have a problem with. Because obviously, he does not have the best of intentions, just based on the theme of that scene.
And
I mean, the music. I know insinuations. You don't do that if you're not setting up something big.
I know you're talking all that and everything.
So unless you just want to convince everybody that he is evil, just so you can be like, he wasn't evil.
This scene ended up becoming the fight between Roxas and Riku at the end of 358 over 2 days, right?
Yeah. And it's referencing Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, I know, but...
But yes, that's what that was.
Well, that's what that would become. Like I said, he literally created that scene just because it looked cool, and I thought if this game is successful, I will go somewhere with this.
The box!
We don't have time to talk about the box.
The box?
Everyone's on and off talking about the box, and we'll have a couple of games to ramble about the box.
Except who knows? Because I think they said something about the box being in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah,
I think that's all they said. So for all I know, the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 is the box.
But think about it. Think about it. The box is in Kingdom Hearts 3, but the Master of Masters isn't.
You say that, but
because it's the end of the Xehanort saga.
But that's the thing, though, Sean. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that I think that he knows exactly what is going to transpire, which means that the box will be opened, but he will not be there. And he knows he won't be there. Because he knows he will be there.
You say the Kingdom Hearts 3 thing, but
if that was the case, he has been watching him since 1.
Well, I mean, that is totally implied. I mean, I assume he can see whatever...
Which means someone would have to be next to him the whole time.
They also
has the Keyblade.
They also implied the Master of Masters Keyblade, the one with the eye. The way they implied anyone who gets that Keyblade like generations later, like the Master of Masters in the past, can see what's going on with the people who own it. So it seems to be implied that his future, like his sight is.
Well, one of the things that's messed up, and if you go really bad, if you pay attention to like everything in there and act very paranoid about every cutscene. So we go into Kingdom Hearts 3D secret ending, or the three secret ending. It's either that or it's 2.5 secret ending because it adds one to recoded. And it's just there to feel like a thing. Xehanort in Terra's body, mind you. So this is after Birth by Sleep, obviously, because remember that Keyblade is not present when he's part of Terra part of Terranort until he stabs everyone in the organization.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scene in 2.5 where everyone wakes up before 3D transpires.
Yes.
Before you fight that Xehanort. The Xehanort, you see young Xehanort standing there with everybody, and he literally says, I don't have that Keyblade yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You remember? We have to assume that Xehanort somehow has some form of time travel as well. Which would make the assumption that somehow Xehanort also has some sort of way of seeing the future as well.
Xehanort's time travel is based on the retroactive canon of the different bodies that were scattered about.
We will have plenty of games to do this.
That robe, that thing in the robe from Kingdom Hearts 1 that meets you in the secret place next to the door, that's a Xehanort body.
You mean it was retroactive?
Yes.
fit it to be a Xehanort body.
But it is! Xehanort can time travel!
Well, actually, it's Ansem Xehanort.
Like I said, we don't have time for this. We'll have plenty of other games because Kingdom Hearts 3 won't be released until
2020.
No, 23,000.
2021.
Unless we have some grand cross-planet aligning miracle that allows it to come out this year.
Recording, so I need to.
Yep. Yeah,
So.
we can theorize in the box.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Kingdom Hearts LP. See you guys next time. Don't know what's going up next or what we're gonna record next, but you'll see some type of video. So, bye, guys. Okay, guys. So my question of the day is, what did you guys think of the LP? Personally, I thought it started off really good, but the further we went into the game, the more downhill it went. The biggest problem with the LP was all the bullshit with the synthesis grinding and the super bosses. I'm sorry, Sean, but I think you should have done the experience growth path that was early game level ups are slow, but late game level ups are fast. I am damn sure that would have fixed most, if not all, of our problems with synthesis grinding and defeating the super bosses. On top of that, the other problem with the LP was the fact that Final Mix added all those extra synthesis materials, making it really awkward to synthesis grind to get Ultima Weapon, so Sean, because he didn't really have time, kind of just gave up on that. But anyway, I would really love to know what you guys think. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a show for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Doing all of these things really helps out the channel, and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.